Okay, I know I don't usually do recordings, but this marks the first episode of a new series I'm doing called The King's Machinations. Essentially, I'm just going to be reading um, poetry I've done, sometimes short stories I've done, regardless. In the end, it's just essentially how I read them in my head, put out there, so you get the kind of the emotion and kind of the flow of the poem. So, this is episode 1. I'm going to be reading my most popular poem from when I was in high school, so it may not be that good now. But it's called Alone. I put it in the server, so a lot of people might have already read it. But it's called Alone. I last edited it in 2019, so keep in mind it's pretty old. I was always a big fan of it. For means of background noise, this time I'm including rain noises, considering the depressing nature of this poem. Fair warning, um, this poem deals quite heavily with suicidal thoughts, very dark nature. I do not believe there's self-harm in there, but just in case, I'll put that out there too. I would recommend, if any of those bother you in any extreme way, to turn away, maybe come back for another episode and do a different poem. For now, at least, this one is pretty dark. Alright, Alone, by me. I'm all alone. I'm at home, sitting here, my parents say hello, dinner on the table, eat together, like a family, but the only thought my brain can think is that I'm all alone. I go to school, sit at my desk, my friends all say what's up, conversations about various things, the past, the present, what the future will bring, and yet all I can think is that I'm all alone. I'm in my head, the darkest it's ever been, like it's rolling, boiling an ocean, desperate to sweep me off my feet, and the only raft I have is made of tiny reeds. I'm surrounded by activity, people who share their soul, and yet my final thought will be that I am all alone. I am all alone, I said, to those who chose to listen. Yet they assured me no. Your friends are here with you. You may not be getting better, but who says that's an issue? Sometimes the brain thinks thoughts that thinking of would be ridiculous. It's easier to shut them up when you've got someone to say, you may be all alone, but we are all alone together today. That is Alone.